HCAM programming is supported by our viewers, thank you, and by Golden Pond Assisted Living, honoring resident choice, dignity, and independence. Our health and wellness focus keeps residents active. Golden Pond, state-of-the-art senior housing and healthcare services.
And by WPC Pest Control, a family-owned business for over 35 years. Owners Jim and Rebecca Mazzucchelli provide honesty, respect, and integrity, performing safe and effective pest control services. They service your home like it's their home. Welcome to HCAM News. Tom Nappy at the anchor desk to keep you up to date with everything you need to know about Hopkinton. On this edition of HCAM News, we have the latest about the Hillers girls basketball playoff run. The Hopkinton Trails Club hosted a public forum. Selectmen recognized Girl Scout Troop 75436, and Matt Clark will fill you in with the latest information about HCAM programming with our HCAM Insider. But first, here are some happenings in town you should know about. This photo that you're getting a glimpse at was tweeted out by the Hopkinton Police Department on Tuesday, March 14th. The photo is of crews heading to West Elm Street after wires came down following a big snowstorm. The rare March snowstorm closed schools for the day, town government offices, and also delayed a Board of Selectmen public hearing regarding Greyhound Friends to a date that will be determined soon. The public hearing is to decide what to do with Greyhound Friends after the State Division of Animal Health launched an investigation into the shelter. The investigation is still in progress. Community members, local organization leaders, a few Hopkinton students and volunteers gathered in the Hopkinton High School cafeteria for the second public meeting to discuss Hopkinton Family Day. The event will take place Saturday, September 16th. So can you talk about what this meeting today is all about?
Yes, I am going to introduce again what the theme of Family Day is all about. And actually, it's about all the groups in Hopkinton participating in a family day so that as many people in Hopkinton who come have an enjoyable day. So we're hoping that everybody here who is here tonight has an event or an activity that they would like to present that day and have a presence there. It's an opportunity for these groups in Hopkinton to show who they are behind the groups.
All right, and for those that haven't heard of Hopkinton Family Day yet, which I think at this point is very few because you've been very good with getting the word across, can you just quickly talk about what it's about and when it's going to be?
Sure. It is called Hopkinton Family Day, and we are offering any group in Hopkinton a presence that day to do an activity, to do an event. There will be no soliciting by any group there. We're going to have food trucks, we're going to have blow-up park for kids, and we're going to have entertainment, live entertainment on the stage as well as part of the day. We may have fireworks, we're not sure.
The Hillers girls volleyball team also showed off a banner on International Women's Day, except this was their 2016 state championship banner. The team posed with head coach Margie Grabmeyer for a picture with the banner. This is the second banner in the past 3 seasons for Hillers girls volleyball and will be a nice addition to the numerous other banners hanging along the walls of the Hopkinton High School Athletic Center. The Hillers volleyball team was also honored at the spring sports meeting. Athletic Director Dee King also recognized head coach Margie Grabmeyer.
To honor Coach Grabmeyer, she has been the coach of the team for many seasons, but in the past 3 years has won 2 state championships and earned her 200th win this season, along with being voted as DBL Coach of the Year. So, given all those honors, we wanted to take a minute to recognize her.
Girls outdoor track head coach Brian Hall was also recognized. It will be his last season. He has coached the Hillers for 12 years.
I also wanted to take one more moment, and I think that the word on this has spread so far, unfortunately for us, but this outdoor track season will be Coach Brian Hall's last season with us as he's relocating to sunny Florida. I think he's had enough of the winter, but I know that he is going to miss coaching here so much. He puts all of his heart and soul into it. We have been so lucky to have a coach who's been so dedicated to his programs and to our student athletes. And so we just wanted to take a moment to honor him for 12 years of service and support to our student athletes in our athletic programs. So Brian, right here.
The Hopkinton Trails Club hosted a public forum at the Senior Center. The Hopkinton area features nearly 20 trails. The club was started by a resident named Lisa Jackson and hosts monthly walks along the trails and helps with maintenance and renovation. Hopkinton Trails Club member John Ritz told attendees of the forum all about the club. Hopkinton resident, HCAM volunteer, and member of the Hopkinton Trails Club, John Ritz, spoke at a public forum at the Hopkinton Senior Center and shared information about the Hopkinton Trails Club.
So I'm going to start with a question. Who cares about trails? And the answer is we do. You obviously do because you're here, but the town as a whole does. The town periodically runs surveys of residents' priorities for open space and recreation, and consistently trails, bike trails and hiking trails are at the top of the list. So this is going back to 2001, number 1 and 2. I had seen one of these from 1996 and pretty much the same responses there. So there's interest in trails in town.
John talked about how the Hopkinton Trails Club was started.
We had a resident here. Let me show you her picture. She's on the right, Lisa Jackson, who had a specific interest in trails. She's a horseback rider, and she wanted to find trails to ride on, get some new trails. So she went to the town to say, who do I talk to about trails? And the town said, we don't really have a central trail person to talk to. So Lisa, being Lisa, went out and said, I'm going to put together a club of people that want to talk about trails. So she, along with Beth Rolfs and Matt Sedek, formed the Hopkinton Trails Club.
The Hopkinton Trails Club hosts monthly walks and events to help maintain and keep the town trails clean.
I'll just read the first line of it, which is the most important. We're a volunteer group of area residents dedicated to enjoying and enhancing the existing trails in town while promoting the creation of new trails and improving trail connections throughout the community. That's what we're about, getting people out on the trails, showing people what trails we have, and advocating for new trails throughout the town. We've been together since 2005, so going on 12 years. Once a month, we've skipped a month here and there, but for the most part, we're out every month. You can do the math and figure out how many walks we've been on. We've had upwards of 40 people on walks. I led one walk where one other person showed up, and we still went out and walked, and it was a nice time. It's a great way of achieving our mission because it gets people out on the trails, forms a connection. If you walk a trail and like it, you tend to say, I'd like to see this trail maintained, I'd like to see it improve, I'd like to see more of these trails. You form a connection with that trail. We do trail work and work with the Scouts on projects. Most of our trail work projects are one-offs. Somebody contacts us and says, we have an issue, we have a bridge that needs rebuilding, can you come out and help us? And we'll throw out a quick email blast, put together a crew, and go out for a half a day and work on them. We have some recurring projects that you can hear about over there with Lake Whitehall cleanup and the Center Trail. We do a cleanup there every spring. We do support and advocacy. We go out and do the recycling center, collecting redeemables a couple times a year, raise money, but we have no expenses, literally, for this club. We don't even pay for our website. So what do we do with that money? We donate it. We find organizations that support the same things as we do. So Friends of Whitehall, HALT, the Friends of Upton State Forest, and we'll make donations to them to help them keep their causes going. We also cross-promote events. They'll let us know what they're doing. We share our events. We go to their stuff. They come to ours. It's a lot of fun. Is a named trail system. There are a lot more trails than just those, and you'll see some of those over in that corner when we get to the breakouts. There are a ton of just informal little backyard trails, but these are the ones, all of these have names. And it's deceptive because, let me show you one of them. So over here is Lake Whitehall, which is a state park. Most of the park is underwater, but it has trails all around it. There's a 6-mile trail around it, but over in here, there's a real nice little system. There's another one up in here.
More information about the Hopkinton Trails Club can be found at their website, hopkintontrailsclub.com, or on Facebook or Twitter by following @HopTrails. Coming up next on HCAM News, we have the latest on the Hillers girls basketball playoff run. Selectmen recognized and thanked Girl Scout Troop 75436 for helping beautify Town Hall, and Matt Clark will tell you about the latest programming coming up on the HCAM channels with our HCAM Insider. You're watching HCAM News. Don't go anywhere.
HCAM News is supported by our viewers and by Hopkinton Drug, located in this historic New England town since 1954. They are a multifaceted store dedicated to providing clients with an array of healthcare options.
And by Webster First Federal Credit Union, providing financial products with attentive customer service to the local families and businesses of Hopkinton. Visit us at websterfirst.com.
Hi, my name is Margie Wiggin, and I want to invite you to join me for my new show, Character Matters, on HCAM. We're going to talk about why do people choose the behavior that they choose? Why do they choose to be good? We're going to hear from people in history, we're going to hear from local heroes who make great choices, and we're going to hear from some puppets who talk about things they've seen, and they're going to say, "What? Did you see that?" "Yes, I did." Please join us.
Have you ever considered texting and driving? If so, you should know the consequences. If caught texting and driving for the first time, you could get an $100 fine plus your license taken away for 60 days. The consequences only get worse the more you get caught. Even if you don't get caught, there could be serious effects. You could get into a car accident and hurt yourself or someone else. Texting and driving is a very dangerous combination, so stop before this happens to you.
Do you have what it takes?
Will you make a difference?
Always an adventure.
Police and fire working together.
Utilizing the latest technology.
Do you have what it takes?
Welcome back to HCAM News. This season, Hillers girls basketball shared the TVL title with the Medfield Warriors. Both teams went 18-2 during the regular season. Medfield and Hopkinton met twice throughout the season, and each team took a win. The teams recently met for a third time in the postseason, and this time it was to find out who would represent the Central for the Final Four in the Division II state tournament. The Hopkinton Hillers girls basketball team captured the second seed in the Central Division II bracket. The Hillers started off their playoff run with a home game against TVL rival 7th-seeded Medway on Friday, March 3rd. Julia Canistrari and Ivy Goglin each struck for 15 points. Goglin also pulled down 11 boards. Michaela Pucci also added 13 points as the Hillers took down Medway for the fourth time overall this season, 55-43. The next stop for the Hillers was Worcester State University to take on the 6th-seeded Marlboro Panthers in the sectional semifinals. The Hillers' defense shut Marlboro down early, and their great all-around play prevented the Panthers from ever really being a threat. The Hillers led 19-4 after the first quarter and led 30-10 at the half. The Hillers kept control in the second half, outscoring Marlboro 16-11 in the third quarter and 13-7 in the fourth. Julia Canestrari led the way offensively with 12 points. Michaela Pucci dropped 11, and Ivy Goglin struck for 10 in the 59-28 victory over the Marlboro Panthers. The Hillers advance to the Central Division II Sectional Championship and will take on TVL rival Medfield Saturday, March 11th, 5:15 p.m. at Worcester Polytechnic Institute. On Saturday, March 11th, in the Central Division II Sectional Finals, the Hopkinton Hillers met up with TVL rival the Medfield Warriors at Worcester Polytechnic Institute. Both teams took one of the two meetings versus each other in the regular season. The Medfield Warriors took the first meeting at Hopkinton High School back on December 20th, 49-46. The Hopkinton Hillers took the second meeting, 64-33, on January 27th at Medfield High School. So who would take the third and most crucial meeting? The Hillers offense struggled in the first. Medfield led 11-6 after the quarter. In the second, more struggles from the Hillers offense. Ivy Goglin recorded all 6 of the Hillers' points in the quarter. Lauren Kasseri and Margaret McCarthy each knocked down a couple field goals for Medfield, who outscored Hopkinton in the second 13-6 and led 24-12 at the half. In the third quarter, the Hillers offense came alive. Regan Caveney knocked down a pair of threes, and Ivy Goglin struck for 2 more buckets as the Hillers outscored Medfield 15-13. The Hillers trailed 37-27 heading into the fourth quarter, and despite outscoring Medfield in the final 8 minutes, the Hillers came up short. Medfield took the game 49-42. The Warriors will represent the Central in the Division II Final Four state tournament. An unfortunate loss, but congratulations to the head coach, Mike Greco, and the Hillers girls basketball team on yet another great and memorable season. Girl Scout Troop 75436 was recently recognized and thanked by the Board of Selectmen. The troop beautified Town Hall with flowers and plants from funds they raised from their project. The goal of the project was to help the environment by placing air-cleansing plants throughout the community.
I'm Kira.
Kira.
I'm Karen.
Hi.
I'm May.
Hi.
I'm Avery.
Hi, Avery.
I'm Heather.
Hi, Heather.
I'm Lily. I'm Appa.
Great. Nice to meet you all. Thank you for coming tonight. So tell us, what have you been doing here in the last year studying the air and how you can improve the quality of the air in Hopkinton and around the world?
So for our Breathe journey, we went on a trip to learn more about air quality and the effects air can have on our senses. We wanted to use what we learned to improve office environments in ways such as mood and air quality by using plants.
Excellent.
This has been a year-long journey for them, and the journey is about the equivalent of about 3 or 4 different badges, and it's a prerequisite of the Silver Award. So they're happy it's finished so we can get on to more important things.
Excellent.
We do hope that you enjoy the plants.
Yeah, so tell us about the plants that are on the table right there in front of you.
Well, these are aloe plants.
Those are daylilies.
Oh, those were daylilies.
Peace lily.
Okay. Which we read were like the best for improving air quality and mood.
And these are scattered throughout Town Hall now, right? You guys distributed them throughout Town Hall on behalf of the community. That's fantastic. Thank you very much. Did you enjoy this project? Are you just glad it's over? Did you enjoy it while you're doing it? You did enjoy it? Great. Well, you've done a great job, and we really appreciate it very much. We've had the plants out now for a couple of meetings, and we hope we can continue to display them as we go forward. Thank you all for coming tonight. You guys checked yourselves out on TV. Everybody wave. Wave to the camera. Just go like this. Wave and look up. You'll see yourself on TV. All right. Okay, well, great. Thank you for coming. We appreciate all your hard work, and keep it up. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks. Good job.
A whole lot of programming is coming up on the HCAM channels. Standing by to tell you all about it is HCAM's promotions coordinator, Matt Clark.
Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the HCAM Insider. I'm Matt Clark, and here's what's happening this week on HCAM. On Friday, March 17th at 8 p.m., the Coffee Break hosts talk with Chef Lee about his new business, The Chef's Kitchen on Main Street, on a new episode of Hopkinton Coffee Break. On Monday, March 20th at 7 p.m., New England poet Jo Radner performs her Poems and Stories on a new episode of Wake Up and Smell the Poetry. On Wednesday, March 22nd at 8 p.m., Mary Arnott talks with the Friends of Hopkinton Committee on a new episode of All About Hopkinton. And on Friday, March 24th at 6:30 p.m., host Lisa Mancuso is in the kitchen to make aglio e olio on a new episode of The Golden Pan. And also on HCAM Ed, the Hopkinton Public Schools Spring Concert Series will air. If you want to know more about all of HCAM shows before they air, then head over to hcam.tv/connect, where you can sign up for our HCAM Insider newsletter. Or if you want to know more about what's happening in Hopkinton, you can sign up for our daily news updates. That's all for this week's Insider. I'm Matt Clark, and as always, thanks for watching. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you, Matt. That will just about do it for this edition of HCAM News. Don't forget, you can stay up to date with everything Hopkinton by checking out our website, hcam.tv, as well as our Twitter and Facebook page. Right now on our website, hcam.tv, you can view information about Hopkinton kindergarten registration for the 2017-2018 school year, as well as more about the terrific Hillers winter sports season. If you have a Hopkinton-related video, photo, or story idea, I want to hear from you. Email me at news@hcam.tv. With your help, we'll cover even more of our community. For everyone here at HCAM, I'm Tom Nappy. We leave you now with the current community listings and upcoming government meetings. Take care, and as always, thanks for watching HCAM. HCAM is supported by our viewers and by Blackstone Valley Wealth Management, providing highly personalized financial planning, wealth management, and customized solutions through transparent, unbiased advice. Visit us at blackstonevalleywealth.com.
Start to fade. The day is done and your smile has gone away. Let me raise you up. Let me be your love. May I hold you as you fall as you fall.